Hey, it's Stacey Morgenstern from Health Coach Institute, and today's episode of Real Talk is all about the simplest way to get clients. Are you frustrated because you don't know where to find coaching clients? Do you feel like you're doing so much to build your practice, but not enough is happening? I have a friend who says, there's too much going on, but not enough happening. If that's you, then this episode of Real Talk is going to be quite illuminating. I'll warn you though, you're gonna have to face a hard truth, and that is that you are likely avoiding the number one simplest way to get paying clients. I know because it's the thing that I avoided too, and I see so many talented, caring, aspiring coaches struggling to jumpstart their practice because they are avoiding this thing too. Today, I want to dare you to face it. You ready? Here it is. Moment of truth. Have you told your friends and family that you're a coach? Health coach, life coach, relationship coach, whatever kind of coach you are. Have you told your friends and family that you're a coach? Or are you keeping yourself a secret because you're afraid of being judged or afraid that you're not good enough to claim this is what you do? So, have you done it? Yes or no? One of the simplest ways to get clients is to tell everyone you know that you exist. Recently, I was coaching one of our students, our Become a Health Coach students in our office hours. She was feeling defeated because she had no paying clients. She claimed she was working really hard to get clients, but not seeing the fruits of her efforts. And she was starting to quicksand into despair that she should just throw in the towel on this coaching thing, admit that she sucked as a coach, and it was probably all too good to be true, this dream that she had. So I let her vent, get it all out. I even agreed that maybe she was right, that this was too hard and she should just give up and go get a job that she hated. But that made her feel even worse. So we both knew that that couldn't be the answer. It turns out she was really busy trying to build her practice. She was just focusing in the wrong place. Just because we're busy doesn't mean we're meaningfully busy. She was doing everything except the number one simplest thing that could bring clients, because it was actually the thing that she was most afraid to do. I find it quite amusing how we're addicted to making things harder than they need to be so that we can stay safe. And when it doesn't work, we're saying it's too hard or I wasn't good enough, and we just call defeat. But we're actually avoiding the simplest thing. So I dare you to get radically honest. Only you know what you've done or haven't done to get clients. When I first started as a health coach, my husband used to call me his best kept secret. At that time, our bedroom was my office. Terrible feng shui, don't do that. But anyway, that's for another video. At that time, our bedroom was my office, and I had papers all over the bed and books open to pages, and I would spend my days getting good enough and memorizing details of nutrition and organizing my client files, updating my website, and telling myself that if I got these things organized, then the clients would come. But the real truth is that I was avoiding risking myself because, number one, I was afraid that my friends and family would say, who are you to dare to reinvent yourself or follow your passion? Or, you don't look like a health coach, okay? Now, I may look really healthy now, but back then I was totally addicted to sugar. My face was really bloated. My hair was really dry. So I wasn't exactly the picture of health. And so I was afraid that people would be like, yeah, who are you to call yourself a health coach? And number two, I was also afraid that one of them would want to be my client. And what if I couldn't deliver results? Do you have any of these fears? Tell me in the comments if you have one of these fears. Fear of being belittled, judged, or criticized for our passion by friends and family, people who actually love us, right? And the second fear is fear that we're not good enough. And this feels so vulnerable. And so we hide. We are someone's best kept secret. So here's a little secret that I want to pass on to you. Everyone is afraid of being judged or not being good enough at some point. If you have a story to share about people judging you, put it in the comments. I want to hear it. What's your story about people judging you for switching your career, for being a health coach, or whatever kind of coach you are? I want to see those stories. Yeah, so I'm seeing Sherry says you're speaking over me wholeheartedly. Jennifer, the fear that I don't look like a health coach. Yep. Rachel, the fear that I don't know enough. Elizabeth, fear of not being good enough. And Jennifer also saying that what if I don't get them results? Excellent. Oh, and Kayla, this is a good one. I've been holding off telling anyone until I finished the course. Yes. So notice what's underneath that. What are you really avoiding there? Why not tell people that, hey, I'm studying to become a health coach and I'm taking practice clients. Do you want to be a beta test client so you can see what it's all about? Great. Okay. And Megan saying fear of not being perfect enough to be a coach. Great. Fantastic. So you're naming these stories that you have about your fear of people judging you. Now here's a common but unspoken truth. When others sideways sneer at you, you know what I'm talking about. It's kind of that little stank face of like, who are you to dare? Remember this. You are simply reminding them of the path they didn't follow. There's some way that when we make change in our lives, when we follow our passions, when we take that risk, right, to pursue something that we love, sometimes we awaken in others the suppressed yearning that they have to devote their gifts to something beautiful. And frankly, most people are living complicit in complacency, and they might even be envious of the courage you have to go back to school, to change your career, to reinvent yourself, to dare to live your passion. And that's not something that they've given themselves permission to do. So it's triggering. And some other people in your life may sneer at you for declaring you're a coach because they don't want to have to update the box they've put you in. So if you have a story like that about people judging you for declaring you're a health coach, again, put that in the chat. Or if either of these sound familiar, that maybe other people in your life are judging you because they haven't yet given themselves permission to pursue their dream path. They've decided that they're trapped, they're stuck, or they're just complacent, and they see that in you, and they get a little triggered, like, wait, you can do that? You can switch your career and reinvent yourself and do what you want to do? Like, no, how dare you have a better experience of life than I'm having? All right, does that sound familiar? Great, so I see Sherry and Megan. Cecilia, are you commenting on my stank face? Yes, and Paula says, I love that. They don't want to update the box. Absolutely. And And Rachel says, some don't take my health coaching serious. They see it more as a hobby. Right. So where are you holding back on claiming that this isn't just a hobby, this is a career for you? So are you ready to get in action around this? I have a dare for you. If you take me up on this dare, there's a really good chance that a week from now you will have a new paying client or a referral. So will you join me in this dare? And write dare in the comments if you are willing to join me in this dare. And yes, this is going to make some of you very uncomfortable, what I'm about to suggest here, but are you more committed to feeling complacently comfortable, or are you more committed to living your passion? You've got to decide. If you're not willing to join me for this dare, then stop watching this video right now. It's not for you. On the other hand, if you are willing, then I'm here to help you. So here we go. Step number 1, stop judging yourself. We all have fear of the fraud factor, that we don't know enough, that what we know won't make a difference for someone, that someone won't follow through and they won't get the results and that they'll blame us. Meet yourself where you are at. Whether you're still in school to become a coach, whether you've recently graduated, or you've been in practice for 20 years. No one knows everything about anything. Stop putting that pressure on yourself to have all the answers. Being an expert is a constant discovery process. I think that being an expert is someone who's willing to keep learning and get it indefinitely wrong. They're willing to risk themselves. That's who an expert is. And being a coach expert is a constant learning process. It's a constant discovery. So come with curiosity and good intentions to be of service, not to get it perfect, but to be of service. That's all. When my clients aren't getting the results they wanted, we take that as feedback, not failure, and we change our tactic. That's all. What the client needs from you is your commitment to be in service, your commitment to collaborate on their health journey. They don't need a savior. That's not an appropriate relationship. That's a setup for a codependent relationship. That's not what coaching is all about. You're a partner. You're a collaborator on someone's journey, not a savior. Number 2, let's get into the nitty-gritty. This is how to announce yourself to your friends and family. If you've done it already and it hasn't worked for you, then you might look at how you did that. And I'm going to give you some pointers today. So the first thing that you want to do is make a list of all the people you know and rank their willingness to help you. Like, do you have people in your life that are willing to help you? On a scale of 1 to 10, how willing might they be to help you? And be generous. Give people the benefit of the doubt that if you are asking for their support, their willingness to help you. If you don't have anyone in your life that is above a 5 in their willingness to help you, I've got a hard truth for you. It's time to get some new friends. You gotta branch out, girlfriend, boyfriend, you gotta branch out. You need a more supportive ecosystem to thrive. So step 3 is to compose a simple, honest email announcing that you have changed careers. You're now a health coach, for example, and asking for their support in this new endeavor. One of our graduates, Gregory, sent out a personal invitation that was a slam dunk home run. In just a few hours, by the way, Gregory was one of these people that was really, really busy in his practice and not getting clients because he was focused on the wrong things. He was doing everything except the very thing that would get him clients, which is this strategy that I'm telling you now. In just a few hours of sending out this personal email announcing himself to his friends and family, Gregory had 13 intro sessions booked. Now, get this, Gregory had no website, no email list besides his current contacts, and no previous experience working with paying clients. Within 14 days, he had his first 5 paying clients, all from one email. Type "I want it" into the comments if it would be helpful to hear a little breakdown of how Gregory composed his personal email announcing himself for the first time to new friends and family. Go ahead and type "I want it" if you would like to hear that. Okay, good. I'm seeing that this would be helpful for many of you. So let's take a look at that. Gregory started out by saying, "Hi, something special has happened with me in the past few months. I've set out on a new professional path that feels very right, clear, and obvious. In fact, it's the journey I've been traveling on for a long time and didn't even realize it. I'd like to share this new path with you. It's called," and you might have yours called health coaching, "it's called relaxation engineering." So that's what he called himself. We'll talk more about that in a moment. "I wanted my friends and family to know that this is what I'm up to in the world in case it can benefit you or people you know." Okay, so that's the opening paragraph. The next section is he has just a sort of title that says, "Here's what relaxation engineering is." Now you might say, "Here's what health coaching is." And then he's got a very brief bullet points of basically explaining what it is. It's not very long, but it highlights physical benefits. For his, it's creative benefits and emotional benefits. In the next section after that, he has another title and it says, "Here's my invitation to you. In order to jumpstart my new coaching practice, I'm gifting 30-minute Quiet the Monkey Mind strategy sessions to my inner circle over the months of September and October. In this session, you'll discover," and then he's got bullet points about what will happen in the session. Now for his is about, he's a relaxation engineer, so he's really working with people who are stressed out, burnt out, monkey mind, anxious, worried all the time. They're worrying too much and not living enough. So he's got a few bullet points and I'll share those with you so you can just hear that they're benefits driven and they're brief. In this session, you'll discover, here's bullet point number 1, how stress contributes to disease and energy drain. How to stimulate the body's natural calming, feel-good biochemicals. How to quickly and easily downshift the nervous system from anxious overwhelm to relaxed confidence. And 4, how to quiet the monkey mind in order to become more focused and productive. This is a great opportunity to see what it would be like to invest in yourself and work with me as your personal relaxation engineer. For the months of September and October, these sessions are complimentary. If you or someone you love could benefit from less stress and more relaxed joy, schedule a session here. And then he's got a link to his calendar. Thank you for helping me stretch into contributing to a better planet, Gregory. And then he closes with a cute quote that says, "Tension is who you think you should be. Relaxation is who you are." Chinese proverb. Now, what did he do so well? He did a wonderful job opening the conversation, claiming confidently and courageously that this is what I'm up to, this is what I'm doing, and I'm asking for your support. And he also did a masterful job at explaining the benefits of the session. Everyone's favorite radio station is WIIFM. What's in it for me? So when you're telling people about your work, tell them what's in it for them. Even if it's an initial session, bullet point What is in it for them? Even if you never see them again, never talk to them again, although we are talking about friends and family here. So even if you don't think this person is going to be a paying client, still focus on giving value. That's how you're going to end up with paying clients. Don't focus on them necessarily signing up for your program. Focus on giving them value. Now, most coaches do a pretty lousy job of describing their free session offer. They do it pretty bland and boring. They'll say something like, I offer a free getting acquainted session. If you would like to see if coaching is right for you, call. Free doesn't mean people will automatically want it. It's got to ignite curiosity and benefit. Tell people straight up what the benefits of the session are. What specifically will they learn or achieve? Then be sure to invite them to experience the session for themselves. Again, even if you know that your friend or family is not an ideal client, or they would never hire you, or you would actually never want to work with them, do it for the practice and to get on their radar so they now know what you do and can refer you to other people. If they don't experience your coaching firsthand, they'll likely never refer you because they don't really get it. If you're in our Become a Health Coach professional training program, write BHC in the comments if you are in BHC. That's Become a Health Coach. That's our 6-month professional training program to get a certificate. So if you're in that program, you learn a process for that initial conversation with a potential new client. The questions, there's really powerful catalyzing questions that we lay out for you in that process that are designed to facilitate a transformational experience with just that one conversation. Trust the process, trust yourself to give value. This is not about doing it perfectly or having all the answers. This is about meeting another human being with your big open heart and giving them the experience of being listened to in ways that they never have before. Focus on being of service, and you may be surprised that your friends and family are supportive rather than judgmental, and even refer your next client to you. Building your coaching practice doesn't have to be a dismal grind. It can be a lot of fun. But you've got to dare yourself. Outside of your comfort zone is where the magic happens. Notice where you are making things harder than they need to be and resisting doing the simplest thing to attract paying clients, the simplest thing that's actually sitting right in front of you. There are opportunities for your next client to come to you. They're sitting right in front of you. There's a good chance that your next paying client is arm's reach. So what are you gonna do with this opportunity? I'm so curious. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of great comments here. So what is most helpful for you about this real talk so far? What is helpful for you, or what questions do you have about announcing yourself to friends and family? Now, again, if you've already done this and it hasn't worked well for you, try it again and take a different approach. Maybe you want to join us for office hours. If you're in the Become a Health Coach program, we have office hours regularly where you can get coached by Carrie and by me, where we will help you up-level your personal email so that you can stand with confidence, stick your flag in the ground, declare, this is who I am, this is what I'm up to, this is my passion, here's how I want to be in service into the world, and I'd like to offer you an opportunity to try it out. So yeah, that's your come from. And you know, and for the haters, so what? Get over it. Continue on your path and know yourself. So what are you gonna do with this opportunity? Will you take my dare? I sure hope so. And if you want more opportunities to get in action, to learn specific strategies for getting paying clients and filling your practice, or being stretched outside of your comfort zone, or facilitating deep lasting transformation, then I want to invite you to come to HCI Live, which is coming up really, really soon. Go to hcilive.com to find out more about our 3-day live event. That's with me, founder of Health Coach Institute, with Carrie, the co-founder, and some of our incredible guest speakers who will give you specific advanced training on building your practice and deepening your coaching skills. This is the best career on the planet. Commit to mastery. Commit to being a master of your craft, and I promise you will be successful. So join us at hcilive.com. Bring a friend. It's fun to get off your computer and get in a room live. People tell us that more happens in those 3 days than happens in 3 months in their practice. We get specific, real, and we have a good time. So I hope you can join us for our next 3-day live event. And if you're new to our tribe, go to healthcoachinstitute.com and join our mailing list for exclusive updates and opportunities for free workshops on personal growth, on coaching, all kinds of good stuff. So join our tribe, and I'll see you next week, Thursday, noon Pacific, every Thursday for Real Talk. Thanks, everyone.